Hey everyone, welcome back to The Long Dark, and welcome back to House Flipper, this series. I kind of put this on the back burner for a while, because we did part one, which was in the Pleasant Valley Farmstead, and now we're here. We're going to be doing the Hunting Lodge in Broken Railroad. So, why don't we get into the Hunting Lodge, and we'll see kind of what we can arrange, how we can really make the Hunting Lodge pretty. There's going to be 3 floors, the upstairs, obviously the ground floor, and then the basement. So you can see just a lot of junk really scattered around, but there's a lot we can really do with this as well. So, kind of think just maybe scouting it out at first is probably good. Obviously, can't move things like the stove, but we certainly can get this place cleaned up, I think, in a more presentable way. So, let's just take a look, see what we have. Any tools around here might be helpful in breaking down some of these planks, but I do think any excess stuff is going to go in the basement. So why don't we see what's down here and what we can arrange? There's quite a fair bit we can arrange, no doubt about it. Let's see, maybe there's... Okay. Ooh, got a nice festive sweater. That's cool. I've never seen that really before in the game. Okay, and a bunch of other stuff. Got some of these festive lights. Look at that. We can put some of those in some places as well. Yeah, I think this would look... I think this is going to look really nice, to be quite honest. There's a hacksaw. That's an option for breaking some things down. Yeah. All right. We're looking good. We're looking good. All right. And then the last part that I do want to... Some more materials over there as well. Last kind of section of the hunting lodge we should look at is the upstairs. The upstairs is also pretty messy. So once again, let's see what we're working with. Look there. That clips through the little dresser there. Yeah, a lot of stuff that can be moved around here. It's a lot of junk, too, to be quite honest. So we might be making use of the basement for just kind of a lot of just places with junk that we'll store away. Combat pants, I guess I'll wear it. What is that right there? Oh, it's a Briarhouse pie recipe. Cool. All right. So tell you what, why don't we go ahead? Let's get downstairs and let's go ahead and get started in the renovations. I know there's a few more rooms here. We'll just take a quick look at them. What's in the corner here? Ooh, nice boots. Some excellent boots. And then lastly, but not least, the bathroom, which I'm sure we can do. You can do a few things in here. Okay, cool. All right. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the ground floor. All right. So we walk in to the hunting lodge. I think the first place that we obviously try to rearrange is going to be kind of this little center focal point area, more specifically the kitchen. So what we can certainly do is just try to kind of rearrange things that are a little lopsided. So this was a little crooked. We can go ahead and just try to fix that. Perfect. Could even put the crate maybe on top. Actually, let's put the crate over. Yeah, there's another crate over here. So we can start by just kind of putting these two crates together. That's going to kind of make it look like we use this little area for firewood, which makes sense because what's right next to these crates? A 6-burner stove. So obviously we're going to have firewood over here. The planks, I don't think we're going to really need those. I'll be honest. So guess what? We're going to just destroy them all. Wish there was a more efficient way to do that. There we go. Nice. Look at this rug that we kind of uncovered. It's a very, very nice rug. Got a little plant in the corner there, along with the clock. So we could do a few things with this, but I tell you what, I kind of want this rug right in front of this fireplace. It's got kind of the same length as the fireplace, a little bit, and it just kind of matches, I think, the theme over here. Very nice. We also have this gun rack, which I'm going to probably just elevate a little bit. Actually, tell you what, now that I think of it, I can probably take that deer mount as well and put it right over fireplace. But I think for now, I'm going to probably take... Let's take this fish mount. Quite a lot of fish mounts around here. So maybe we'll just put that up there. Just trying to give the chimney a little bit of class. Just a little bit, because it is kind of just boring to look at as is. Same deal with the other stove. We're just going to put that crate right next to it. And this bucket can go right there as well. Very nice. Got the grandfather clock. See what do we want to do with that. I do think having the clock right next to the fireplace, maybe a little bit more away from the window, is a nice touch. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. I'm already starting to like this a little bit. I think I noticed this was a little off-centered here. Let's do a little bit of this. Try to get this thing. There we go. That's a little better. Very nice. Okay. So next comes kind of this little kitchen area. We do have another little rug here. Same with here. I'm just going to keep those there for now. So obviously we have this little kind of L-shaped counterpiece. It makes me almost want to do something over towards this side, doesn't it? Maybe something like this for now? Yeah, look at that. That's certainly an idea. Certainly an idea. Trying to think, maybe we can move it over to this side, perhaps? I don't think moving it over here would necessarily be a bad thing. It'd be right next to the fireplace and everything. I certainly do think that could be an option. Why don't we maybe try it? Why don't we try for it? Oh, well, these curtains are actually different lengths. So these curtains actually very well might get in the way. All right, so it kind of seems like actually this place right here is going to be what we end up doing for the kitchen space. All right. So the stove, we obviously cannot move, which is fine. So maybe what I'll do is a little something, tell you what, like this. Can I put this right here? I certainly can, but it's going to be clipping through that little spot right there, which is obviously not what we want. Certainly not what we want. So I might just have to certainly put it back to its original little place here, but that's okay. Get some river oats there. It's a nice find. And then some salt as well. Put that there. Okay. Let's put you right here. Just gonna center it a little bit better than it was before. And it does seem like I gotta just move it a tad bit away from the other little countertop here. Because it's having a freak out every time I go close to another object, it seems. Okay, can I put you... let's see. Nope, gonna be very, very finicky. That's one of the things with placements in this game. But it's certainly a little finicky wherever you try to put something. Actually, you know what? That actually doesn't look too bad. Now that I'm looking at it. Let's see, can I put you like right there? Yes, but it is still glitching a little bit. Tell you what, I'll put you there. And we'll call that final. Good. Nope, didn't want to do that. I want to do this. And I'll put that right there. The table. I don't know what I quite want to do with the table. I almost think the table being right next to this fireplace is a little weird. Just a little weird. So maybe what I will do is let's just take that off. We'll take that energy bar off. I think I'm going to put a shelf right next to the fireplace. A nice big shelf. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, we'll see how that looks like right there. That doesn't look bad at all. Because then we can have some of these. Put that right there. I'm actually really liking that, to be quite honest. I think that's really cool. That shelf is going to make everything kind of look like it's supposed to be there, right? And we have this little candy bar as well. We'll put here. So this is like the kitchen shelf plus like cooking materials and everything. Very nice. Some of the bowls, well, we can put the cutting board right there. Wooden spoon can go right on it. Got another wooden spoon. Can't quite put it right there, though. Even though you totally should be able to. Can't quite. It should be able to, like, snap on. That's alright, though. That is fine. We'll put the wooden spoons maybe right in this corner here. Let's see. That works. Put the pitcher, got a lot of things to organize. A lot of these boxes too, which I can put underneath. Very good. Pitcher. Yeah, put that right there. Got a lot of bowls and a lot of plates. I don't think I'm going to be organizing them quite yet because we're going to have to put some of these tables down as well. That is one thing that we're going to have to do. The metal box, I actually think I might just put that right here, to be honest. So now we're going to have to move the clock back to where it originally was once again. Not a big deal, though. And then that can go right there. Very nice. I actually like that. All right. I have a lot of chairs here, it seems. Ton of chairs. We'll have to wait and see what we want to do with those. Do I have a bedroll? I do. I'm going to put the bedroll down just in case it does become nighttime. And we can put a lot of these stools right here because these stools, obviously, seems like this is a kitchen counter. And so having some stools, you can, like, eat on the countertops there. We have another little crate. I think I'm going to put that little crate right here. See maybe how this looks. It's really not bad. I'll space these out a little more. Kind of like that, and then like that, I'm thinking. Nice. Very good. I'm gonna have to destroy a lot of stuff, unfortunately. But we gotta really pick and choose what we destroy, because once we destroy it, it doesn't come back. Something we gotta think about, but I do think these planks probably not a huge deal if I go ahead and get rid of them. Good. Yeah, even more planks, just gonna tear them up. Good. A lot of these mattresses, probably gonna tear these up as well. I don't think we're gonna really need them. I think it's more just clutter. There's a lot of clutter in this, in the hunting lodge. A lot of clutter. I'm glad we can kind of get rid of it. Okay, this is gonna drive me a little crazy, but there might be limited things we can do about some of that stuff there. All right, that plant can go right there. Very nice. It's starting to come along a little bit. Starting to. That bench can probably keep right there. A lot of these chairs. I think I'm going to probably bring the table out and put it right over here. It looks okay here, but certainly over here is like where all the food and kitchen stuff is, so it would only make sense to go over here. All right, let's go ahead and sleep the day away. All right, there we are. Just morning now. Okay, back to a little bit of organization here. Yeah, like I was saying, these cabinet doors, you should be able to get rid of them, but I guess you can't. So we're just gonna have to kind of live with it, unfortunately. But it is okay. We have a lot of these frames too. I think wall decorations are actually probably gonna come last. There's a drawer. Let's destroy that. Got this hanger too. It's just 1 minute to destroy. No real use there. The box, let's destroy that for 5 minutes. Nice, just starting to clear up a lot of this junk too. It's certainly going to make a difference. All right. So what do I want to do with this little small table right there? I almost kind of think might be a little hot take here, but let's see if this looks any good. Put you right there. Maybe I'll put like a crate right on top. Kind of like so. Let's see. And the bucket right besides it. We get the shoes right there. The rug, which we need to straighten up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think that looks bad at all. I really do not. Okay. And we have the bench right here. What do I want to do with the bench? Probably just want to maybe keep it right here. Nice little bench in front of the fireplace. I don't think that's ever hurt anybody. Move that up a little bit. Nice. I do think that looks somewhat good. So we'll keep that. Some more planks to destroy. We'll just get rid of them. It's an attempt to clean this place up a bit. There's a lot of just junk here. A lot of junk. So this is good. Okay, let's take you. And I think I'm just going to put you probably just right here. Got another table over here too, which we could certainly move right next to it. I think I might do that. Let's put you right. Try to line it up with the floorboard so it's even. There we go. And then I could try to make it look a little nice with these wooden beams here. There's only so much you can do with them, but it's okay. Then why don't I put you right there? I actually think that looks not bad. Not bad at all. Take a slight move over there. Oh, it's so finicky. It is so finicky. That's kind of part of this game, though. The rite of passage. There we go. That looks good. I like that. All right, now comes time. We obviously have the rugs underneath, which we need to put down. It's not going to let me put down, is it? No. Of course not. How about this rug? No. All right. Well, let's move both of those. Now, would it let me put the... Okay, it is going to let me put the table on top of the rug, which is nice. We could put that rug right there. I'll probably put a rug, actually, too, in front of the fireplace there. Probably not a smart idea in terms of fire safety. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. With this, there we go. That looks good right there. All right, now can we try to perhaps do something like this? Make sure it's centered on the rug. Actually, that doesn't look too bad at all. And I'll put you also right here. Yeah, that's not too bad. Once again, we got a little trouble with this table. No, that's not bad at all. Good. All right. I'll tell you what. Dude, it's not lined up with... The rug is not lined up with the floorboards. That it will drive me crazy. Oh, let's move just a tad bit this way. Very good. There we go. That looks a lot better. And then same with this one. We'll just put... Yes. Oh, that's so much better. You guys probably can't tell a difference, but to me it looks so much better. So we will put you right down there. Let me have you. You can go kind of right here. Lined up very nicely with the table. Let's see how well we did. Very good. Excellent. That bench is probably going to end up moving, but that is all right with me. This rug going to go over here. Let's start getting a lot of these chairs all set up and ready to go. Probably going to have a few extra ones, but that's okay because I think we need a few for the fireplace as well. I think a fireplace chair would look rather nice. Actually, we might very well might not have any leftover chairs. Push them all in, very nice. Take this chair from being upside down to being pushed in very nicely at the table. Good. Little plastic box here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. A lot of items I'm not sure what I'm going to do with over. The bench right here doesn't look bad. No, it doesn't look bad at all. I'll put another wooden crate right there too. I like that. I think that's good. Okay. Some newsprint. That'll go right there for now. Actually, that can go right there. Yes, so we got some plates that we can totally set up at the table and make look all nice. Another chair for the end. Very good. Look at that. That's a start, huh? That's a nice start. Very good. We got 2 extra chairs that I'll probably end up just putting one right here. And then one right here. How does this look? Doesn't look too bad. I don't know, the chairs here kind of look a little weird. But it's kind of what we have. So I can't be mad. Alright, let's take this. Put that right there. Oh, this actually all looks pretty close to what I really want. Why is there a rug on the table? Not very sanitary. We're gonna do a plate. A plate. I'm gonna start laying out all the plates. We've got a good bit of them too. Kind of set the table almost, right? Make it look like somebody actually lives here. Do a cup on each side. Oops, not the entire table, please. I can put the cups on the right sides. Just make this place look a little lively, more lively than it already does. When you walk in here originally, it doesn't look like anybody really lives here. Looks all abandoned and kind of creepy. Did I have any more cups? I'm sure I did. I just gotta go find them. Another bowl. That'll go right there. The pitcher can also go onto the table. Like that. Alright, and then the rest of the bowls and such can go right here. Do not mind. We got quite a few of them. Yeah, had quite a few bowls. It's alright though. Doesn't necessarily look too bad. Looks more like a buffet line, right? Than anything. But that's okay. I can't take you, can I? Okay, I am gonna keep you, and I'm gonna keep you. How much is that? Okay. Not a lot. That's fine. Actually, I guess I will place you potentially just right here. Very nice. I'm liking it. There's another cup. There's a few cups in here, actually. Several. Put one right there. Put one right there. Pitcher can go right there. It actually looks like everyone's accounted for with a cup. Very good. Put that cup next to the pitcher. All right, we have another shelf here. And a wall shelf too. That actually looks kind of nice. This plant, I'm gonna probably destroy it. It's tipped over, so it doesn't really have too much use. Cannot untip it for an odd reason. All right, and then we have kind of this area, which is a little more wide open than I'd like. But at the same time, I can't really complain. Let's go down to the basement, see maybe what we can pull upstairs, if anything, right? So maybe would actually like to maybe wear that. Yeah, that looks good. That's a nice warm sweater too. Yeah, anything useful in here? I'll take it for lack of a better idea. I got another shelf there. We do have a countertop, which I do like, but I would kind of more prefer something, maybe a little something like this, perhaps, upstairs with us. Could really do a lot to this place. We absolutely could. But maybe I'll use this for more like stools. Kind of like an area to just chill out with stools. Okay, this is gonna go right there. I don't necessarily mind the idea. How's that gonna look? Just a countertop, so it's not gonna look completely in place, but it is a start. I don't I don't mind it, honestly. Really don't. Is that gonna be even? Not really, but I'm gonna just kind of roll with it. All right, let me take and have let's have two stools there. Let's see how many stools we have down below. And I do want to move, I think this kind of, yeah, like kind of over here somewhere. Kind of over here. What happened to that curtain? It's a little odd. Nah, I honestly kind of think, the more I think about it, the more it kind of makes sense that it's over here. Maybe I'll put that there. Yes, the frame. This could also go right here. Yeah, it could. I like that. I think the drawer, or the cabinets rather, I'm gonna just kind of push right there. Good. That actually looks a lot better. Put the picture there. And sort out a lot of these cups too if we want. Two can go there. The third one there as well. Got a nice bowl. Another nice bowl. Yeah, I mean it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I'm satisfied with it. We got this floating trophy. Can I put you up there? Oh, too short. Too short. Actually, I can fix this problem real fast. Get some high heels. Improvised high heels. Come on, drawer. Let me up. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Just tall enough. Excellent. I'll put that trophy right there. It works. Gotta get a little creative, but it works. Alright, yeah, these fish mounts. Not in a bad spot for now. I'll just keep them there. This rug, just gonna tilt a little more to make it even. Good. I could probably just move that a little more like so. This plant, I'm not sure what I want to do with this plant. It's a little too big to put there. These plants are a little inconvenient, I won't lie. Just a little inconvenient. Maybe I'll put the plant right there. That actually looks really good. It looks like it fits. Like it was just kind of here. I like that. Okay. Let's, first of all, bowls and stuff. I think we kind of determined they're all just going to go here. Most of them anyway. Let's put that there. Have our little step stool. Some more bowls can go underneath. Like so. Okay, let's, yeah, try to separate these out maybe. Okay, I don't know what what the heck is going on with this bowl, but if it wants to do that, it can do that, I guess. Little weird. Little weird, won't lie. A little box that can go right there. Little plate can go right there. Looks like we got a few more plates as well, so nice. That'll make this kind of shelf over here look a little more filled up than it already is, which is nice. Put this plate right over there. I got one more. Who's gonna let me Place the plate. This shelf is good. All right. These fish mounts. Maybe put like a bit of an awkward spot, I won't lie. That works. Yeah, I don't know what would really go on these shelves. Almost kind of want to put a shelf right here. Oh, wait, I kind of can. Like, game was thinking about it. Oh, yeah, here we go. Look. Yeah, look at that. I think a shelf right there would look really kind of nice. Okay. Excellent. I don't know what's going to go over here. Unfortunately, that kind of seems like a little bit of a lost cause. But that's all right. I have a few more items maybe down here that I could move. Such as this. Hey, hold on. Might have found a nice piece of furniture for that little shelf right. Yeah, look at this. I actually like this. Hold on. I'm sure we can find something to go right here. Along with the fish mounts, right? That looks cool. Maybe put the trophy there. Yeah, look at that. That works. That certainly works. Not opposed. Okay. Some more chairs. That's cool. Was really trying to look for, yeah, some of the stools here. We'll see if there's any more stools down here. I hope there is. If there's not, then we'll figure it out. Yeah, I could put like one right there, maybe. Nothing crazy. Some barrels. I don't think I'm going to put the barrels upstairs. I think I am going to bring this upstairs, though. We'll do something with that. Just trying to determine kind of right now what pieces of furniture we want to bring upstairs. That can, I'm sure, be of use. It's nice. It's like going shopping down here a little bit. The rifle cartridge. Don't think I'm going to use that. The bulletin board? Perhaps. I think there might be some space for it. Like I said, this basement is kind of going to be more for storage, really, than anything else. So anything we don't use down here is just going to be kind of stuck down here. Can't take any of these. Canadian flag. Absolutely going to go upstairs. Can I... Yep. The ladder. I don't think the ladder is going to look good upstairs, but... Got another chair here as well. Okay, good. Let's put all the chairs right here. We'll maybe take the bulletin board first and see what we can do. How would the bulletin board look right there? Not really too good. Not too good, but it would look good over here, though. Let's get these fish mounts out of the way. Yeah, maybe a little something like that. I do kind of like that. Maybe I can put the Canadian flag right there, too. The rack can go there. The two fish mounts can go... One can go right there. One can go right there. I like this already. Looking good. While I have you in mind, let's bring you all the way over here. That kind of would fit, like, over here, I think, right? Yeah, it kind of would, wouldn't it? Well, congratulations, you're there now. And then I'll keep that crate right there. Yeah, there we go. I'm liking this. This is looking really nice. I don't think we're going to find any more stools, though. A little unfortunate, so I think I'll just put them both kind of like right here. Yeah, that works. So maybe I could put 3 stools on this side. 1, 2, and number 3 over here. Whoops. See when that happens. There we go. We'll probably put some chairs over there, too. Make it seem a little more lively. There we go. I like that. Look at this. Very nice. Coming together. Some of these chairs, let's bring them upstairs and see what we can do with them. I put chairs over here. Chairs right here wouldn't be too bad. It really wouldn't. Let's just maybe focus on getting the chairs up here for now. Yeah, maybe I do kind of want to put just like one back here. Kind of seems a little... Nah, chairs over here seem a little weird. Let's try to keep them over here. One there, we can put one right here. How close is it to the countertop? A little close. Let's try to maybe back you up a little bit. Right there. Nice. Okay, that's a little better, actually. Bring you up. Doesn't seem like there's anything else I want to use in the basement for now. Sounds like a blizzard outside. Pretty sure it is one. But you're right there. Good. Actually, somewhat even, too. Look at that. Little counter. Some more tables over here. Got these two chairs. Don't necessarily like the chairs there, but I do think I'm going to keep them there just for really lack of a better idea. But maybe bring another counter over here as well. We'll have the Canadian flag right here. Appropriate, I think. Look at that. Nice. I very much enjoy how this is turning out right now. All right, let's make a quick run downstairs and see if there's anything else we really want to use. The festive lights, I think I'll probably save those for the second floor when we get to that. Other than that, though, not really too much. I can move the workbench upstairs. Could certainly do that. The workbench might very well be a thing for maybe the upstairs floor. Move this countertop too. Let me mess around with this real quick. Stump remover. Oh, it's a paint can. I was gonna say maybe I could put that like right there, perhaps, and then I can like turn this shelf. Now that it looks weird and then it doesn't look weird. I don't know how to explain that. Don't know how to explain that one. It looks weird, but it also kind of doesn't. I don't know. Maybe what I'll just end up doing is just something like this. That certainly might work. Yeah, these fish mounts might have to. They might have to go. That there and that there. No. Nope. Put that there. And that there. There we go. That looks a little better. Alright, shelf. What are we going to do with you? I don't really know. Problem somewhat solved, actually. Wait a minute. That was quick. Didn't expect to solve that problem quickly. I put this. Too far away to place object. Huh. Sometimes put it out there, I guess. Let's put you right here. Grab the bulletin board and put you above it. Wow, look at that. It works. It certainly works. Very good. Nice. Ample storage. Everything kind of looks like it's supposed to be here for a change. Might as well just take it, and I'll just take that too. The rug. Yeah, we'll just leave that there. Okay, and we have lastly kind of this shelf, which I could totally just put right there and say that's that. Yeah, I think I might do that. There's really not a ton of wall space to go around. Hit the deer mount. What do I want to do with you? Yeah, that's what I want to do with you. Absolutely. And then we'll find a place for this. Maybe just like... Was there... There was some space over there. A little more space, I think. I can put maybe this right here for a second, and then I'll put you there and you... These fish mounts are going to be a little weird. Just a little weird. You know what? That kind of works, though. Yeah, that kind of works. Kind of. I don't know what I want to do with the racks. I'll just put 2 of them there. Cool. All right. I think this place is, for a majority, for the most part anyway, I do think coming to a close here for the ground level, I'm thinking. It did turn out pretty nice, I will say. Certainly did. There was a few things we could maybe add, but I think overall, yeah, like this desk maybe. Let's see maybe where this can go. Actually, you know what? No, this is going to be an upstairs item, definitely. But good to start scrounging those around. Just to kind of see what we can put places. And then this workbench will also be coming with us and being thrown to the upstairs. Very good. All right, let's take a final stroll through. I think everything looked pretty nice. Yeah, so we fixed up the tables, put some kind of bar stools in. Kind of looks like a little bar area. Fix up the fireplace area. Probably going to think about what I want to do with these. And then the tables as well. Fixed them all up. Fixed the table itself. Put some plates on and everything. Little bench area. The fireplace too. Very nice. Got the deer mount down from the wall and onto the chimney. Grandfather clock. Everything does look pretty good. That fish mount looks a little out of place. So let's just bring that a little farther down. Nice. Plant in the corner. The kitchen area, very nice. Bowls all laid out, drawers and everything, carrots, potatoes. Another shelf with some food. The stove, it does look very nice over here, I will say. These drawers, just gonna have to kind of live with it, unfortunately. But yeah, gun rack next to the door. Grab your gun on the way out. Canadian flag, the bulletin board. More counter space. And the top of this area here, the shelf and all, and then a little something in this corner too, a little forgotten corner here. But yeah, that's it for the ground level. I think I'm going to end it there. This will be part 1, and then part 2 can be the upstairs area as well. The basement I'm not going to do just because more of storage, and there's not really anything too entertaining down there, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe a part 3 is warranted. But that is the hunting lodge for Broken Railroad. So if you made it this far, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.